Craig, what do you want to do today?
Well, Dustin? Oh, shit. God damn it. God damn it.
I just want to ride bikes with my friends. I just want to ride bikes with my friends. Yeah! Bikes up, Mentos, pizza, friendship. I just want to ride bikes with my friends. I just want to ride bikes with my friends. With my friends, my wheel friends.
Hello and welcome to Wheel Friends Podcast, a podcast at the intersection of comedy and bicycling. I'm your host, Craig Richards. Joining me again today is Mitch Molesky from Grand Rapids Bicycle Company. Mitch, how are you doing?
I am doing well. How do you find yourself today?
I am doing well as well. It's a good day, I guess, all things considered.
I'll take it.
A little warm. It's the first day it's under 80 degrees
It's
in like
cool.
a week or so, so it's pretty cool.
I'll take it.
How you... Shit, I'm always bad at like diving into
How do
a
you
segment,
progress
but-
from this opening
Yeah,
into
right.
the meat and potatoes?
Yeah, so the reason I got you in today, besides, casting a net out on Instagram to see if anybody wanted to record one, it worked. So
Yeah, you got me.
I might do this again. So you're a dog owner.
Correct.
You got, how many, is it just Pino now? Or?
Pena with Stormy still kicking. He just is pretty homeward bound. He's not a social
Yeah.
animal by any means.
And
A little aggressive. And
what kind of dogs are they? I'm bad with dog names, but I imagine somebody out there is listening going, I want to know what kind
what is? Paint a picture of this dog for me.
Yeah.
Stormy, 11-year-old Great Dane German Shepherd. It's like 100 pounds.
Oh, wow.
He's 11. I don't know how he's still alive. Love him, but he's an asshole. Peno, year and a half old, Sheltie lab, healer, dog, mutt, crazy little mix thing. Who knows? 40 pounds.
Right on.
Not too big. Fun size.
And I have Mushu, of course, who's just hit 6 months old. He's a lab mix, but we're pretty sure that mix is Pitbull/Terrier, and he is 40 pounds. And the other day, he ran through a screen door.
Oh,
It was my screen door, so that's
good.
fine. I'm nervous whenever I take him around other people because I'm like, oh my goodness, like please don't do anything to
don't do
embarrass
it.
me, please. But so far he's been really good. But I want to ride my bike with him,
Yes.
and this is something I've never done before. And I see you had a video with you riding with Pino the other day, and and you guys hit the dog part, or no, you guys were at the underground today,
underground today, yeah.
just doing some trail running.
Yeah, middle of summer, I don't take her out too much. Usually like in the spring and fall, she can like go do a whole lap at Yankee, get like 13 miles in and be okay. But with this humidity and heat, like,
Dogs can run for 13 miles.
yeah. I mean, it's a casual 13 miles.
Yeah, okay.
We stop. She stops. I give her water, and she lays in the shrubberies and just like pants. If there's water, she'll go find and play in the stream or something for a little bit. But, we got to stop once in a while for her.
Right on. So I figure there's basically, I think, 4 ways to travel with your dog and a bicycle. It's in a sidecar/trailer. We're going to bundle those two together
Yes.
because sidecars are extremely rare.
That's true.
And that probably takes like no effort at all. You're just like throw a treat in there and like
You
let's
got to
go.
get the dog used to it.
Yeah.
I bought one from somebody on Craigslist one year, but then the hitch just quickly broke when I test ride without the dog in it. I was like, screw this. But I know E has one for Bella, and like Bella kind of had to get trained to like go into it first. Bella just wouldn't dive right into the trailer. Like it freaked her out.
Oh,
So like
yeah.
E would pull Bella around the house in the trailer just by hand to get her used to it.
There's
But
so much dog stuff that just objectively looks weird.
yeah, and we're those people now.
I'm that person.
Yeah.
I talk to my dog way too much. For what he comprehends, it's not worth
No.
the effort I'm putting out. Is what I'm picking up. So there's the trailer, and then there's the backpack method,
Yeah.
which I think I only had a 1 month window with Mushu to give that a try.
Yeah, you probably passed that.
Yeah, he's way too big now. Oh, he's out like a light. What
Nice.
a good boy.
Oh yeah, train him to do that one, right?
That's his studio etiquette is to scratch himself and then fall asleep. Oh, rolled
All right,
over.
Roll over. Yeah.
Sorry, bud. He knows we're talking about him.
So embarrassing, Dad.
Yeah. So so there's backpack, and then there's with a lead. Either you holding onto it on the handlebars, or they make a mechanism that sticks off your
Yeah, there's
your,
like off
your
your like
seat
rear
post.
axle, I think, or a seat stay you can do it.
Have you ever used one of those? That it sort of freaks me out.
We
like,
used that one for a minute with
Yeah.
Peño, but I didn't like it because it was like a not a stretchy leash. It was just like your standard woven
static and not.
Static line. That's what I'm looking for. But what we actually do, we have like a elasticy, like 5-foot leash that just like probably extends like 7 feet, but just attach it to like either like our rear rack if we have a bike with a rack on it, or the seat rails, and then Peño just runs off to our left with us. But it like stretches so she can kind of actually pull and not like yank on us.
Yeah, because so Mushu, when I go for walks with him, he's quite strong. I know.
Yes.
So like for me, I just imagine going for a ride with him. I would need to prepare for a jerking motion on one of my handlebars. Is that kind of how it goes?
Probably the first few times.
Oh boy.
I think Peño was definitely kind of like that at first, but I mean, it was one of the first things we got her. Like I was borrowing a fat bike, and I just took her up and down our street with the leash in my hand, just hanging onto it, and just kind of trotted right next to us. We were going super slow, but she'd do it. And then with that flexible one, extended one, she just keep going over and over. But like the first few times she'd pull, but then she kind of like, this is my job. I'd run behind you. I'd chase you. So she kind of like picked up on it pretty quick, which was nice. And I think if you're with two people, it might be a little bit better too, because it kind of keeps them something to focus on.
Okay.
Maybe. I'm far from professional on this, but it's what we did.
Yeah.
And it seemed to work okay.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, because I want to give this a try with Mushu, because I want to, like, I mean, walks are kind of boring, and you'll never walk a dog long enough for the dog to actually be tired, because they're little machines. That, Yeah. So I think a run next to me on the bike would probably be better for him. I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
So maybe after like this episode's going to end with me mic'd up and doing this.
And get like one of the little like harness thingies. So instead of like just a standard collar.
Oh yeah.
So they're not like
yeah,
yanking on that. That seems to be a little more control for them.
Whenever Mushu uses one of those, he somehow gets rope burn all over on the inside of his legs. And it drives me nuts, because like,
he does have really short hair.
Yeah, he's like a little bald man.
He really is.
Like, it's just like pink belly. And yeah, so then he'll like lick those blood wounds, and then he just gets this irony bad breath. It's gross. Sorry, this dog is disgusting.
More dog
I
stuff.
love him to death, but
But you stink, man.
His eyes are open. You talking shit about me?
Frick off.
He's good at high fives, though.
That's true.
Okay, so then other ways to transport your dog are obviously like on the bike, which is, you
better have like a pocket
a
poodle if you're
tiny
doing
dog,
that,
or like Pat's Clydesdale fork.
That's true. Big old basket.
Get it on, in a basket or a rack, not a back, in a back.
And
then of course there's the free range trail dog method, which
yeah.
is another thing entirely, because is that now there's no leash at all. How do you train a dog for that?
Lots of treats. Again, just try to keep them like by you. And like Peño does great with us. Like we'll run with her, but we like when we first started, we could go like just like go to Kenosha and just like do a little mile loop, do it over and over, and like occasionally she'd like cut off trail and go chase Emily, or if I was in front, like chase after me or something. But we just try and just go every couple like 100 feet, just stop, give her a treat, go, stop, give her a treat, and it seemed to work out pretty well. The trouble you run into is when you stop on the trail, and like nature happens, and there's a squirrel, there's a deer, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta go chase that down and find where this is going, and then try and get her back on track. But once usually the bikes start moving again,
she's like, oh, this is, I gotta go with them.
I gotta chase them.
That's my ride. I'm out.
My
of
cue.
here.
But yeah, I know like some dogs I've just seen just like go way off, ignore whoever they're with before.
Which does not sound ideal.
No. I feel like it was kind of a good fact matter of chance that Peño worked out all right for us doing this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just even I just take her to the cemetery by our house and just ride laps from the cemetery with her, and she just chased me there. And just kind of doing it over and over and over, and again, stop and give her treats. Just positive enforcement.
I bet I can take Moosh down to Riverside Park and give it a try there.
Probably, yeah.
But, well, not leashless, of course.
Yeah.
With leash.
With leash, yes.
I took him to the dog park recently, and it was my first time at a dog park. And Patience was way more chill than I was.
Yeah.
I was.
Were you the overprotective father?
I am an overprotective father because, like, first we went to the one Hillcrest or whatever by the Fulton store.
Yeah.
And so we went to the puppy area because I'm like, he's 6 months old. Thank God I don't need to, like, this is our first time at dog park. I don't need him with all these bad kids that I'm watching them. I'm like, these look like bad kids. Like, so it's just Moosh in that giant like puppy area by himself, and then Paige talks me into like letting him to the other side. Oh, such a well-behaved little gentleman. Like, he met every person there and ignored all of the dogs.
Yeah.
It cracked me up. But so now I'm just kind of like, it would be nice if there was a bike park / dog park all in one combo where you could teach those trail fundamentals, because
nice.
like there's a lot not going on in the bike or the dog park where it's just a big empty space.
There's that dog park in Jenison, like Grand Ravines or something.
Yeah.
But they have like an off leash like trail area. You can like walk with them.
Oh.
You can't ride over there obviously, but you can kind of like practice with them off leash. Because it's actually all fenced in, but there's a bunch of like trails and stuff you can walk around in. Yeah. And good spots get muddy though too.
Would you walk the bike there, or is there specifically like no biking rules?
I don't remember seeing that there.
If there's not a sign yet, that's a green light for me.
Until someone says no, do it.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes if you just put a sign up with an X over a bicycle, that doesn't work either. I'm just gonna go right in there.
Yeah. Let's be true.
Come get me. I didn't see the sign. It works every time.
You went right past it. Well, I didn't see it.
How's the new bike park? I haven't been over there.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a little different. It's a different beast trail wise than it used to be. But I mean, the little pump tracks are fun.
Yeah.
They got one of them's all paved up now, so it's kind of nice. Other two are still just like dirt, and the tinier one's a little sketchy now with how overgrown the weeds already are. The actual trail now is just terrifying, narrow drop off the bat, which first go at it, I just hucked to flat off the side.
Yeah. Because
I got too nervous and looked down.
Is it a big steel girder now?
Yeah, just a big steel I-beam. It's like 60 feet long or something. And then it's just, so it's like...
So the challenge rating of...
maybe like 12, 16 inches wide.
Oh my goodness.
And like, it makes it look way more terrifying than it should be.
Is there like a trainer girder out there?
There's other ones. Like there's ones further on that you just like have like, a little foot drop or something but
man, that's dope.
The first time I was there, I definitely found the dirt a lot of times. I was very stubborn. I was like, I'm going to do this. But I kept biffing it.
Yeah.
Eventually I got it. But they did a really good job. But it's just kind of like an out. It doesn't like loop around now like it used to.
You just go in
and out. You just kind of go out and just kind of come back on the outside. But there's all roll arounds for everything. A couple big like landscaping rock drops and narrow.
More features in there.
More I-beam things and skinnies and a couple other smaller drops. But
so go out there and walk that first. It sounds like.
Yeah, I would do that because the first time I kind of went in hot, very blind.
Like, I know the bike park.
And I definitely cased some really tiny drops very poorly, not realizing what was ahead of me. It's like, oh, they have to have rollovers, everything can't be a drop. They're drops.
Finally, a reason to have full suspension in Grand Rapids.
You can do a hardtail. Right. You can do rigid.
Where's my big clock? 14 minutes. God damn, we burned through so much already. I should have had more prepared. I thought I would have more dog questions, but...
Oh, there's a dog thing if you're doing a dog on the trail, though. If you're doing, like, actually going to a mountain bike trail.
Yeah.
And, like a couple of trails that are county parks, like Luton or is like county or whatever, but, like, so you can't have dogs off a leash there.
Yeah.
People will get pissed.
Yeah.
If like they come up on you sometimes and like they're flying or going fast, and
you just have a loose dog.
They come up with a loose dog. Yeah, people get pissed.
See, there is a need for a dog bike park hybrid.
But it's just like those few people that like have dogs, like get it, and then there's the people that don't have dogs, and they're just like, I'm going too fast, I'm gonna get hurt.
And I mean, I was a dog skeptic for a long time.
Yeah.
So like I kind of get that because it's like you roll up on this dog, you don't know anything about it.
Oh
like,
yeah.
You don't know how good of a dog owner that person is. Like
that's my only like fair warning, I guess. Like, don't go to a busy trail.
Yeah.
Like I'll take Pena to like Wafield or game area like early in the morning. There's nobody there. I would not take her, 5 p.m. or something on a weekday. anywhere because I'd just be asking for trouble.
I mean, Mushu gets distracted enough on walks, so
Yeah.
like I can only imagine him in the woods.
Yeah. I was like, oh, more bugs to chase? I'll chase that
Yeah.
one. I don't know where he's going, but I'm going to chase him.
I mean, he's a big baby too, so I guess if a bike came up behind him, he would probably just dive off, roll over, show it its belly. He's a little chicken.
I gotta get toughen up.
Talking shit about me again?
I'm going to fart in your pillow tonight.
Yeah, I just give him one piece of cheddar cheese. He'll let out one big fart. That seems to be his ratio.
Well, at least it's predictable.
Yeah. So you kind of know going in, it's a 1-to-1. Like
It's like, I'm not giving you a handful. I don't want a handful. I want
just one bit of shredded cheese. Is all I gave him yesterday, and then last night I got one. And I'm like, keep your butt away from me.
It's like, no more cheese, buddy. Good Lord.
He likes pizza and tortilla chips.
Oh.
You know, dog stuff.
I mean, pizza bones are always nice to give away.
Just little pinches. He doesn't need too much. He's a good boy. Obviously, you're gonna need dog water, and you're gonna need a
That's always
plastic
a weird
bag.
thing. Get like one of those collapsible dog bowls.
I wanna
Because
get one.
Some dogs, like Peno, is still like a freak when it gets so freaked out when it comes to like a standard like bike water bottle.
Yeah. I have one of those Nalgene's just like yours with
Yeah.
that narrow top. We did some wedding photos last week, and we took.
Oh yeah!
Mushu
Also,
with us.
congratulations. By the
Thank
way.
you. Yeah,
Forgot that.
first married podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're out there doing photos, and I had that bottle, and like somehow Mushu got his tongue down there to drink out of it.
At least he
Like,
figured it out.
yeah, he was thirsty. So you need water definitely. On
Yeah, because Pena just doesn't like to drink out of like stuff sometimes. Like to give her a damn bowl.
collapsible dog bowl.
Or if she encounters a stream, she will definitely go straight into the stream.
Yeah, Mushu likes really ugly looking puddles.
Oh, good. Perfect for his white fur.
Yeah. His lily white skin.
Yeah, really. You're the fairest of them all.
Biking
Oh,
and
what's
dogs.
up with these robot things you mentioned? I had saw some M Life story and I never read into it.
Well, I know. So we're getting more autonomous vehicles
I passed one
in
the other
Grand
day.
Rapids. Yeah, I kind of want to check it out, but because like they shared a photo of that thing's fucking Twitter page, and it's like, hey,
Yeah.
check it out, we're in the thing, and it was like clearly in the bike lane, which this isn't even the same story I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
This is just segueing, but like it's really so like, come on, get that fucking thing out of the bike lane. That's gonna be an issue with me. I mean, if it's unloading and loading passengers, that's one thing, but I
Yeah.
don't really want to share that space. Like,
I get tired when Uber cars do it enough. Just throw my hazards on real quick. It's okay.
yeah, the park anywhere button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Speaking of segues, though,
Yeah.
the other night we were coming down from like Cunyato and Burton, and there's like these tricycle segues the cops have now,
Oh yeah.
and they're just rolling through. They only go like 15 miles an hour, and we got stuck behind them on the road because they're riding too wide. And I was like, how do I pass these people?
I mean, I kind of think you should have made a parade of it because they're wider than a bicycle, right?
Yeah.
So now that you got those guys two abreast, you just hang out behind them. You know, like cars are gonna give you space.
I know. But I was like, man, I feel like I'm going slow. Like, do I cut between them or do I wait to go all the way around the wide? I'm like, why are they riding too wide? Taking up the whole lane.
Weird. I mean, if you get in front of them, that's a police escort.
I guess so. It's true.
I heard about this Uber hack some cyclists in like New York will use, where they'll call an Uber to meet them at the start of like a bridge or something, and they'll be like, hey, I'm not actually going to get in the car. I just need you to follow me along this hill, so you guys just keep traffic from getting up on my
Really?
tail. And he's like, I'll give you a $10 tip on the other side of the bridge. That's all you need to do. And he's like, the Uber driver will do it every time.
What?
Yeah. So there's an Uber hack for you if you want to use cars to weaponize against the cars.
It's an expensive hack.
It is an expensive hack, but I mean,
But
it's
effective.
New York roadies, so I mean,
Oh,
take that with
yeah.
a grain of salt.
That's
The other robot story I heard, I have the article upstairs. I did not read it, but we're going off headline alone,
That's fair.
good Americans.
that's all I know.
All we know. It was about this startup that is creating delivery robots that are using the bike lanes. And I don't know. What's your first impression of that? Like,
Do they have like super tall dork flags so you can see them, or do they like?
oh no.
I thought the picture looked like they were like 2 feet off the ground or 3.
Oh,
feet
did
off
you
the
look one
ground.
up?
Oh, I remember seeing one like the other day somewhere on the interwebs, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I gotta save that and read it later. Never read it later.
Yeah.
But once you said
it
that,
looks like it's about the size of the one I saw. It looked like about the size of like a floor vacuum that like a janitor would use.
Okay.
Or one of those big like floor scrubber
Yeah.
things. And I don't know. So like bicyclists have fought and died, like literally died
Literally, yes.
to get bike lanes put in.
Yeah.
And I think that's something we don't appreciate here in Michigan, because like it was a lot of major cities and it's sort of trickled in, whatever.
yeah.
So I don't, to me, the bike lane is still kind of a sacred space. Like, so I would be very displeased if now we've got a robot in the way, like that I have to go around. And like, I mean, it's already hard enough to get like, especially in New York, because this stuff it's starting in Silicon Valley and it's
Okay.
going to make its way to New York because that's how it always
Nature of
does.
the beast.
And then eventually that stuff after decades will trickle back down into our areas.
Yeah.
So this is something we need to think about. But New York City, they've got a lot of bike messengers and just delivery drivers, delivery cyclists. And Bill de Blasio did his whole... Do I sound like a rambling lunatic right now? Just let me check.
No, you're good.
Okay. Bill de Blasio had pushed his whole like anti-e-bike thing, which has unfairly targeted like minorities who are delivery drivers for all these places, or delivery bikers in New York City. So now to have these robots show up, it's like, I don't know. I think it's going to unfairly disadvantage a lot of people.
It just still boggles my mind that like that's what they're okay with.
Yeah.
Like if bicycles are getting hit all the time, you don't think a robot's gonna get hit?
Yeah, right. And it's not like you're doing them a favor by putting the robot out there.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, it's like, oh, if that's the methodology they're looking at here is like, oh, this will save the bicycle guys, they won't die anymore. But it's like, well, you're also displacing a person. They won't have a job anymore.
Yeah.
Second of all, good luck, because like those guys have a hard enough time picking up orders and delivering them
In a timely fashion as it is.
dealing with because like the nature of restaurants is sometimes shit goes wrong, and like your robot doesn't give a shit. Like,
Yeah.
it beep boop, put food in me so I can give it to somebody, like, or cancel the order. I don't know. I think that's going to be problematic. But and so now if I'm biking and I've got a robot in the bike lane and I've got cars next to me and it's like, cool, I need to pass this thing. Like,
It'll just shoot out like a little hologram of Obi-Wan and be like, Craig, go this way around me.
I think robots could probably do fine on the sidewalk.
Probably. I can see the good stuff. Yeah.
I mean, keep it under 10 miles an hour and make sure it doesn't run into like old ladies in their walkers, and
we're okay.
That'll go great.
Yeah.
And then if cars are hitting them, which they will,
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
yeah, cars are gonna fucking wipe these things out.
People are gonna get more mad about their food not showing up from a robot than a messenger on a bicycle getting hit and their food not showing up.
Yeah, this is gonna take more time to work out. Like, we would need a full automated infrastructure, which still wouldn't save the planet.
Maybe for like Japan, but
Yeah, I don't think it's ever gonna come to Grand Rapids.
no. probably not.
I mean, unless self-driving becomes the thing. Now, anyway, so
You gotta try those cars out.
so keep those damn robots out of the bike lanes.
No robots.
Although, as a person who runs a cyberpunk campaign,
Now I'm confused.
and has been dreaming of like, some cyberpunk bike fiction, having robots in the bike lane is pretty inspiring. So
Well,
in
jot down some ideas.
dystopian fiction, I like it.
This is great. In my next novel.
In actual real life, I do not. So that's robots in the bike lanes. Any other thoughts on that? Having not read the article, I think we probably nailed it.
I mean, it sounds probably pretty accurate from what we discussed, but it still blows my mind.
We've got the pros and the cons. I mean, what are the pros? Robots are cool, I guess.
It's nifty. I don't
Nifty,
know.
neat.
Is it faster?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I bet it's more stable. If you want to do a bike lane and then a robot delivery lane and then parking and then a car lane and then the other side of the road, I would be down for that. But just keep those things away from me.
Yeah. Like, I don't need them.
Yeah, more protected bike lanes.
We're just making them the automated driving cars.
Do you see we're getting more bike lanes in Grand Rapids?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're getting. Where's the damn chart?
I really wish they made some sort of good route to get across the Beltline.
Yeah, Beltline sucks.
'Cause, like-
you work over at the East Paris store, right?
Yeah, and
So yeah, you have
So,
to cross
like-
the Beltline somehow.
yeah, like basically you take Lake or Cascade across, but like that's at least like a 50, 45, but realistically like 50, 55 mile per hour area. I just cut through like this old folks home that like comes off on the Beltline, and then there's like a tiny sidewalk that leads to the one that comes off East Paris. So and like every once in a blue moon you get some crabby Grammy back there like, you can't be through here, or slow down, because there's a no trespassing sign technically, but
Is that the same one that you can kind of cut through and then you get behind the Woodland Mall? Because there's another old folks
it's different.
place like
It's
that.
more north of that one, but
Yeah,
I've used that one. I use that one frequently though too, occasionally.
Yeah, that one's kind of nice. But
Yeah.
if you go down Alger, there's actually like a little hobo trail where a tree has fallen down on the fence between the Kohl's parking lot.
Oh,
and-
yeah, they go- and
So you
stuff
can
like
just
that.
you,
Yeah.
you got to climb a tree and then hop over the down fence. But then that's another way into the Kohl's parking lot, and you circumvent the old folks' home.
When I
But what I was thinking, you might. No, it's too far south, isn't it? 'Cause
yeah, because I usually go
you
like
could probably go Cornerstone because they've got a path underneath the Beltline.
that's like, I'd say like where Reed's Lake comes out right in the Beltline. I just like hop right there,
Yeah.
like jump to the little turnaround thing usually.
Yeah, because if you go to Cornerstone, you're going too far south.
Yeah, but that is like the like
Is that
I'll
the
say safest route.
Yeah. Is
across.
that your least favorite part of your commuting to work is crossing the Beltline?
Yes and no, because it's really fun when you can like just roll up and there's no cars and you can just zoom right across the whole Beltline. But if I time it like just right, you get stuck for like 5 minutes of just cars coming, and you get on the median, and you're just stuck there for another 5 minutes of cars just coming.
They're going 70 in the 55 because they
Yeah.
just got off the expressway and they're steaming mad about having all those backups and yeah.
pretty much. Yeah,
F the Beltline.
yeah. And then you're just sitting there, just like, oh god, oh god, oh god.
No, that's my bike Grand Rapids map there, and it has the Beltline on the key as a place where you can ride with a 6-foot shoulder, and I'm like, absolutely not. I hate riding on
It's
like
like, I know
anywhere
it-
near the Beltline.
I know. It's like I know it has that huge ass like shoulder, but no.
I've seen one guy on it before, and like, it's
mean-
not my favorite. I
No.
avoid the Beltline at all costs. 28th
Well, even
Street,
I think
hate
like
too.
further down in Caledonia, they're building like a trail down there now, or returns to like Broadmoor or something.
Yeah,
I think they're built like part of that Paul Henry Trail or something. I think they're gonna make some actual like bike path.
and we can get pretty far on the
Connecting
bike
down
lanes
there.
alone in Grand Rapids,
Oh, yeah.
which is pretty great.
Yeah.
So anyway, the bike action plan. What do we got here? Nearly 200 additional miles of bike lanes proposed for Grand Rapids, and I'm going to look at the chart because it's the best part. Currently, oh my gosh, there's so many types of bicycle facility I didn't realize we had either.
Bike facilities?
Striped bicycle lanes with paved shoulders, buffered bicycle lanes, advisory bicycle lanes. Tell me what that means.
Is
Do you know
that,
what
is that the Sharrow? Is that a Sharrow? Or is that different?
No, that's further down. Signed bicycle route / bicycle boulevard, which I think is
boulevard.
what we have.
On Monroe?
Maybe on Monroe. Marked shared lanes are sharrows. Separated bikeways and off-street paved trail, side path, connector, sidewalk. So my favorite part of this is we currently have 10.4 miles of sharrows. They're going to add another 1.7, but then remove 7.6. So we're getting rid of 7 miles of sharrows, which I think could be good as long as they're replaced with actual bike lanes.
Yeah, is
because
that-
sharrows are bullshit. So going down to 4.5 miles of sharrows in Grand Rapids
Probably
would be
okay. Yeah.
probably pretty good.
Sharrows don't do anything for anybody.
Let's see. It's weird that they have like so many that they're existing mileage converted to new bicycle facility type. The biggest change, I think, is they want to add 45 miles of striped bike lanes, which are basic paved shoulders, which will be great. But yeah, it's looking like when all things are said and done, we might get 244 miles of various bicycle lanes, which
It's a lot
is
of miles.
killer.
That's nice.
Yeah. So we take things, for granted here, I think, because like,
Yeah, we have a lot going on for
yeah,
our bike lanes.
And I think our community's been pretty fortunate to
Yeah.
not have anything too devastating happen in the recent
true.
number of years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a while since I've been shook as a Grand Rapids bicyclist by something happening. So we're pretty fortunate here.
Yeah, I just think people not being pissed off at bikers for being bikers, but that's never gonna happen probably.
Oh, this one guy on Reddit.
Boy.
Yeah, it might be on the comments of this article. I think I can pull it up. He said something so profoundly dumb.
Really?
Surprise. It just absolutely surprises me because he was like, because the photo they put in the article on MLive for the 200 bike lanes, they took an old photo from one of the old criterium races they did downtown. And so this commenter was like, oh, it's funny they had to get this photo from here because they probably don't have any photos of people actually using the bike lanes. Because this guy's got it in his head that bike lanes are being underused. However, if that guy had some actual hard data for the number of bicyclists that are currently actually using it, in his mind, he already has some higher number. So there's no pleasing this person.
He's expecting like a traffic jam every day in a bike lane.
Yeah. And so he starts talking about the Plainfield bike lane, which I happen to live nearby.
Yeah.
And so he says something like, oh my God, they've added a lot more comments. So I can't quite find his, and I feel like I'm going to get angry if I read any of these other ones.
Probably true.
So without having previously read it, I won't go there yet. But so he says like, yeah, I like to play a game while I'm driving and just count the number because he's always stuck in traffic on Plainfield.
Of course.
Which if you were in the bike lane, you can just drive right by. And he says he claims to count the number of bicyclists, and this is his experiment in air quotes. And he says he never sees more than 5. And I'm just like, you dumb idiot.
So you're saying people are using it.
Yeah, so you're saying people are using it, but it's not enough in your head to justify it being there when even one person using it is enough. Like, it's a bike lane, and the guy's on a bicycle. Like, boom, that's enough.
It's being utilized. Bam.
Also, there's kind of a reason scientists don't do experiments while they're not paying attention, stuck in traffic. Like, that is not, like... No, this is not a good anecdote. It's not a good comment. Like,
my commute, I see this many bikers.
Yeah. So this guy's, if he's writing a scientific paper, this does not stand up to peer review. Like, here's my methodology. For one, I drive. And when I'm stuck in traffic, only then do I count bicycles. Which, so like, no, this is bad science. It's a bad anecdote. Yeah. And so when when bicycle advocacy groups come up against these people, and it's like, okay, here's a study we've done, that blah, 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 and we have to fight these dumb anecdotes all the fucking time. Yeah. It outrages me. I'm sorry. So then, of course, I live near Plainfield.
Gotcha.
Don't want to dox myself. And I often ride up to the, Kingma's grocery store. So like in that half mile, like it was the same day I read the comment. I was like, I'm going to go to Kingma's. And so in my half mile to Kingma's and back, not being stuck in traffic and actively counting bicycles, I saw 5 myself in only a half a mile. So this guy can eat it. This is stupid. Dumb moron. So that's the latest comment that made me mad on the
I hate those comments, but I also love them so much. Cause just
deal with it.
Just open your mind. Like, you're not even asking you to do much. Just say, oh, people are riding a bike there. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let them do their thing.
It's like the same if you came upon a horse and buggy while you're driving.
Yeah.
Oh, I just have to be patient until I can pass this horse and buggy. But if it's a bicycle, it's like, this little motherfucker. I'm going to pass him real close. Drives me nuts.
No, I hear you. Too much.
Sorry, I'm enraged now. I'm getting worked up, just angry about the dumb stuff. You ever have so you're going straight, and it's like a 2-lane road, with maybe a turning lane.
Yeah.
Oh, my dog is dreaming.
What are you dreaming? No. What are you chasing, buddy?
He's sleep barking. I hope a mic picks this up. Oh man, that was too
Sorry,
cute.
Listeners,
Sorry,
we're intrigued.
My cute dog is being adorable. It got my mind off being mad about bike lanes. So I guess that's a perk to dogs.
Yeah. They make you happy.
No, so I was, this is like the worst altercation I've ever had with a driver. I was leaving my old job off of 32nd Street, and I'm on Buchanan across from PNC at 28th Street.
Okay.
It sucks. It was my least favorite part of that drive to and from work. And so I'm just going straight at this intersection in the right lane where I'm supposed to be. And this car comes around my left side, and he's got his window down complaining about how I'm in his way. And I'm just like, dude, I just kept saying, legally, I am where I'm supposed to be. I don't know what more you want from me. And that's all I would say to the guy. And he's just getting angrier and angrier. And eventually he just tells me to get a car, which at that point, I think I won.
I'd say so, yeah.
And then he turns left in front of me. And what drove me nuts about that is like, it doesn't matter what vehicle I'm on. I could have been on a motorcycle, and he still, like, he wouldn't have tried that bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just because I'm on, like,
a bike.
Just, I don't have a gas engine. You get to drive your dumb car around me. Like, I'm sorry. That's stupid. Just wait. Just be patient and wait. That's how.
It's more important, obviously.
Yeah. You ever drive a forklift?
Yeah.
So, like, you know, you go through all the whole rules and everything, and you
I never did all the rules.
You never did the rules?
Just got signed off on it.
Okay, so that you're
There was
breaking.
no OSHA official license.
Well, yeah, there is no OSHA one, but like I worked at Home Depot once, and I took it very seriously because like they showed you videos of shit going wrong, and
I love
like
those videos.
Yeah, but that should open your eyes for how careful you should be. And it's like you need flags and all this stuff, and like warehouses do take forklift procedure pretty seriously.
Yes.
There are some OSHA rules.
Yes.
If you're in like a warehouse, but cars are like way more dangerous than forklifts, and we sort of just let teenagers drive though. And so it's weird to me that people can take like forklift driving so seriously, but when it comes to traffic, just like be so haphazard.
Just like whatever.
Yeah, it's gonna kill a lot of Americans. Anyway, that's enough anti-car rambling. I think
Darwinism
drives me nuts. These are all the angry traffic thoughts I have. But now I've got them out, so I don't have to say them on the podcast ever again.
Well, I know. I don't blame you. I mean, I was like, I'm gonna have a casual, fun ride to Craig's, and that damn car pulled right in front of me today. Stupid U-turn. Like, come on.
It's so much worse when like it's hot out too. Like motorists in hot weather do not mix.
No. Just like,
I think a lot of it's projecting. You know, when they get mad at you, oh, you're just gonna zip by. The rules don't apply to you. You're just gonna zip by on your bicycle. I'm in this car waiting my ass off, and you're just gonna zip by, and then they just take out their rage on you.
I was like, come on, you're sitting in AC. I'm the one out here sweating.
Yeah.
It's like, relax.
Mitch, you got anything to plug?
Yeah, I've been really meaning to schedule a 3M ride.
Oh yeah, I think that'd be. We could go for another one of those.
But I haven't figured out when. Probably August at this point.
Sounds about right.
But I'll let you know. Ride bikes, be happy.
Doesn't your dog have an Instagram account?
Oh, what is it? Her manager runs it, but I can't remember what she calls it.
Her manager. My dog's agent.
Just jalapeno _the _puppy.
Jalapeno _the _puppy on Instagram to see little Peno. Mushu's on mine at the Mighty Buzz. I have a whole story. You can watch him grow up before your eyes.
Oh, that's adorable to watch that.
He was so little.
And look at you now.
I think his first high fives are on there. It's like
Proud moments.
proud moments. Used to be such a dog skeptic. Go ride your bike.